Hey, it's Cal Knight again, and for the next installment of Subnautica Basics. This next video is going to cover a little bit of basics on um, construction of a habitat and some things to look for when you're going to choose a habitat site. Um, let's get into it. So one of the first things we're going to do, we are going to need a habitat builder. So we need a computer chip, wiring kit, and battery. So we're going to need to find ourselves some silver ore. Let me first find Alright, so we need to go this way. So we need to find sandstone deposits. Let's, now I've taken the liberty to swim back to this area from that one habitat island that we were at, because I didn't want to So when I spent a whole bunch of time trying to get back to civilization, well, what have you. But anyway, so come on, over here. There we go. And what else can we get? Let's grab some. Oh, see, now that's a radiation area. So something else we have to think about getting is a radiation suit, because beyond that area towards the ship is a radiation area. Like all around this area right here is going to be saturated with radiation, so I'm going to need to get a radiation suit for that. So I'm probably going to need at least one more lead and probably some more fiber mesh. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Well, I need to clear out my inventory a little bit. Oh, counter. New blueprint acquired. Now, there's something that's the grav trap is good for drawing critters and things. Oh, here we go. Beacon fragment. I need 2 of those for to make a beacon. Now I've already got a sea glide, so I was just going to end up making some. Oh, there we go. Beacon 2. Bah! New blueprint acquired. So we're going to need some food, and we're going to need to. What is that? Oh, sea glide. Seek fluid intake. Let's see, what do we need? Let me get rid of this. Get rid of some of this. Alright. So let's make some water. Cook some food. There's some fiber mesh.
Vital signs stabilizing.
What's that, 30? I'll buy some time. So we'll grab this one, this other fiber mesh. So now we're going to need some lead, and we're going to need some silver to try and... Because over in that area, there's more resources and stuff to get to, but we can't get to it because of that radiation. You're going to need a lot of titanium if we're going to be doing some building with of a habitat. Yeah, those red eggs are signs of, yeah, there's another one down there I'm going to worry about right now. Dang it. Yeah, so again, you can't get too close to that ship because of the darn radiation. We need to find some sandstone deposits so we can make a radiation suit. Copper. Sandstone, sandstone, where is the sandstone? Let's I hear that rumbling, that's a vent. In one of my builds, I should put my main habitat. I should put my main habitat in this area. Because, you know, it's got ready access to the thermo vent. I don't know if they've, is there a... You gotta be careful getting a little too close to this, because once you start getting, yeah, see. It gets too hot and you start catching fire and start taking damage. Itch. Let's see here. Sandstone, sandstone. Yep, here we go. Alright, there's one lead. Now we need to try to find some silver. And more titanium.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Now this will be useful. Yeah, you gotta be a little careful around here. There are a couple of creatures that like to attack you. Here we go. Now, scanner room. Oh, that's what. There's a tiger plant over there. So, scanner room.
Integrating new PDA data.
Scanner room. That's good for finding materials. And a bioreactor. That's a power plant that I was telling you about in the last video about. There's a scanner room fragment. Do I have enough? Oh no, I need one more. Yeah, that groaning noise, that's those,
30 seconds.
oh, come on. That's these reefs groaning at you.
Oxygen.
These are baby ones. Oh, that might have been some, oh, you stinkers. There's something. Oh, red wart. Ah, what's that? Copper. More copper. Oxygen. Those darn tiger creatures. And more copper. See, this one has a lot of them on there. And nice silver. Table coral. Trying not to make myself a target to those tiger weeds that are on there. Dang it. Yeah, well. I've got my silver. That's what I need for use a med kit. I think these are pretty nutritious too.
New creature discovered. New creature discovered.
Hoopfish. Here's some salt. Inventory's full. What is... fish. I think you need like 2 of those for not enough space, so I'll come back to it. For the computer, for computer chips, you need those table coral, these things. But we'll come back to that. Right now I need to eat. Alright. Put that away for now. Grab one of those. Alright, so that takes 2 silver for the wiring kit. Let's make some copper wire. And a salt deposit and coral tube sample. I'm going to make some bleach. Let's see what else. Alright. Yeah, we're going to make some water. Cook up some food.
Consider disguising the flavor of unsavory meat with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices.
I know where you find locally found herbs and spices. The Gary fish. Cooked hoverfish. That was plus 23 food, a little bit of water. And heats that up.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod. Certain coordinates attached. Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Alright, got stuff for the radiation suit. So I use the radiation suit proper, radiation gloves, and a radiation helmet. You need to have all 3 of those on in order to be protected from radiation. Let's see what else. Now we just need a computer chip, which is got a little bit of gold, copper wire. We just need table coral samples. And to get coral samples, you need a knife. Got 2 here. Alright, so 2 samples of table coral, 1 gold, and 1 copper wire. Ah,
New blueprint acquired.
advanced wiring kit. And now we're going to go with the habitat builder.
The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
We can also build some beacons, make a couple of those. Like I say, these are good for finding areas that are marking areas that you've been to already. Let's go with one more. Alright. Now we're going to need some titanium. Probably could use some lead too for a foundation. But now that we have radiation suit, we can come up to north a little bit. This area in here is radioactive, so you need a radiation suit, as you saw earlier. I think foundations take 2 lead. Oh, here we go. You gotta be a little careful of those. Now, see here, they got some. Oh, they got a bunch of sea moth stuff here. There's a bioreactor. There's a sea moth fragment there. The sea moth is your first submarine that you can make. And bioreactor fragments, get titanium out of it because I already got the. Oh, here we go. This is a laser cutter. You need that for getting into wrecks. Nuclear waste disposal.
New blueprint acquired.
Scanner room fragment. I think I've already got this scanner room. We'll see. Oh, there we go. Alright, and we're going to need some oxygen. Yes, I'm pretty sure that some of this stuff is randomly generated. Some of the stuff is usually found here. How much space we got left? First comes worst, could always drop some of it. But we will need some more wreckage over here.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Sea moth fragment. Just need one more of those so we can build a sea moth. Like I say, the sea moth is your like little exploratory submarine table. Stuff like furniture is usually pretty standard. They're almost always in the same spots. It's just a matter of some of the other stuff being.
30 seconds.
Ah. As you see over here, we got another cave system. I think this one... Not sure. One of these might actually meet up with one of the other caves. I'm not sure if what this one is. We got some more salt. I keep trying to call that stuff topaz. It's not topaz, it's quartz.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
But there's some sandstone over here. There's some gold. I drop one of those. Lead.
30 seconds.
Damn. And I ran out of power. Ah, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Like I said, never give up, never surrender. Oh, come on. Ah. Well, one of the good things is you don't lose any progress with your person, but you do lose whatever you were harvesting prior to your death. Prior to coming, whenever time coming to a habitat, it kind of saves your the gear you have on you, the materials you've acquired. Do I have a fish on me? I saw the fish.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
To data bank. Alright, let's put this in here. Now, let's change your batteries in your stuff. You need to first. Alright, so you change, you hit R. And you click on the, you scroll to the good battery. The one in green is the one you currently have in there. If you just want to unload it, you can hit the X. So the green one is the one you currently have in there, and the other one is the. Stop that. Good one. But now we're going to have to find that cave system again to get our stuff.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Well, I am going to mark this area with no, you stinker. There's one of those tiger plants down there somewhere. If you want to rename your beacon, you come to the front where it has those two buttons. Click on it. And I'll name it Deep Cave for now. And so now when you get away from this area,
30 seconds.
come on.
Oxygen.
All right. So now you have your deep cave beacon there. And sandstone. More lead. Where is it?
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Oh, where's my stuff? Usually your materials are
30 seconds.
I may need to make a sea moth. Alright.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oxygen efficiency decreased. One of those sand sharks. Darn blasted. Well, usually your gear, the stuff that you, or your commodities that you had on you when you died, usually will be where you died at. The fun thing is trying to find where you died. Here's pod 6.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating
Oh, there's some lead.
data.
Alright. Not sure how lead ended up in there, but hey. And here's one of those laser cutter fragments. I need one more for that. Alright, well, since that's a little bit of a bust, I guess we'll have to just make do with what we got. Find some more
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
just find some titanium. Metal salvage. There's more sandstone. Silver. Gold. And another one of those darn tiger plants. There's one there.
seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah, unfortunately, even the best people, best players eventually die at some point. That's why I play survival, not hardcore. More titanium. Copper. Yeah, well, that should be enough for now. What we got? Should play titanium for a while. Alright, let's convert some of this to titanium, some of the scraps to titanium. And when we'll try and find a good spot to make it first habitat. Quartz. Now you're gonna need quartz for your power. You need copper ore, I think, for let's see, for the blueprints for let's see, I've got a scanner room. Let's see, so power takes 2 quartz, 2 titanium, and 1 copper ore. Usually need probably at least 2 or 3 because you will eventually suck up the juice rather quickly. Especially the more stuff you add to it. Now, what I'm going to do, let's grab some more. Yeah, full. I could grab one of these for later. What do we have in here? Inventory full. Alright, I'm going to try and find that, is that it? No. I'm going to try and find that, whoop. Yeah, it's over here. Yeah, here we go. I heard that. Where's that thermal vent? I heard it. That's good for materials. There's a giant tube there. Where is it? I heard the thermal vent. Copper ore. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, we've got plenty of other materials here too for... Alright, so there's the vent. I'm going to first lay down. Let me I'll take some drink while we're here. Alright, that's what we're looking for. So first thing you probably want to put down is going to be foundation. That'll give some structure to your build. I'll probably put it fairly shallow because we're going to need some solar power first. The shallower the water, the better for your solar power. Alright, so base strength is currently 12. You notice up in the corner there. So next we're going to put down a multi-purpose room. Now you could... Something you want to keep in mind. Alright. That should be okay. Alright. As long as it's touching the...
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Alright. Yeah, I know it looks a little funky with the the support's not coming out, but oh well. Now you could probably put another... I can't do it on top, bottom, but you can do it on top. And see, every time you build a structure, it takes away from the overall strength. Let's see, do we have 2 quartz? We're going to need power. I like to put them somewhat facing upwards. No. This is only going to give you 75% power. Or 75 power. We're going to need more titanium. But if you want to plan out the way you're going to build your structure, let's see here. That requires glass. We'll go with a cross member there. Now, something I want to point out here. If you want to cheat a little bit and say you're building someplace that's really deep, but you want to be able to see it from a distance, if you make a structure only partially, you can see how a partial construction can actually be seen from far away. So even if you can't see your habitat, because it's deep water or whatever, you can usually see your partial construction. Just a little FYI, a little trick of the trade. So we're going to need more titanium. I need more food too. What have we got? So you're probably going to end up wanting some exterior growth beds. It's the interior. Where is it? That one. I need one more for that. I might put another one in. You don't necessarily have to have all the materials right away for constructing it. You can just plan out where you want to put stuff. Let's go with one more. And then we're going to need some solar panels. So I need more titanium for that. And when it comes to power, all you need to do is have your structures right near each other. You don't need to necessarily have them. Just as long as this is some way can attach to the structure itself, you won't have to worry about putting up any power links or power whatchamacallit. When I find out, be able to know what I'm trying to say. But let me make it a little easier to find next time. I'll put my beacons down. I usually put a beacon down on my headquarters building. That way, you can find it again really easily. That's a headquarters for now. Just something to be able to identify what it is. Ideally, you want a little bit of depth because you're going to be eventually you're going to be putting in a moon pool for like a sub pen or whatever, and you'll probably be wanting to add to your little tower thingy here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, peepers are actually pretty nutritious. Number 5, alive. Alright. Must actually made caps lock it, but made the made all caps there. I'll have to fix that. Alright, but we got water. We have food. And what we got here? I see 32 apiece. And just make it.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be your egg. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Well, I'm gonna have to go and fix my headquarters thing over here with capitals and letters and stuff. But all right. Yeah, so what you want to try and do is keep an eye, or keep a have an idea as to where you want to put your doorways and stuff, how you want to access it. Something you'll also want to keep in mind on the four corners of these buildings. These are considered your hard points. If you put a window in there, it takes extra structure away from it, and you can actually put in. Let's see, what is it? A reinforcement. So you could put reinforcements in, and that would help to strengthen certain parts of your structure. You don't want your structure to reach 0 strength or negative strength, because then it starts taking damage, and you'll start having water flooding problems and all that fun stuff. Let's see what we got here.
Farming area plants is a proven survival strategy. Grain for Hill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree branches and stalk root.
Need more titanium. I also need some quartz. But if I can find that tube again. There's that large tube that has a lot of resources in it. It's usually a lot of quartz and a few other things. We can use this. If I can find it again. I think it's over on this side. Here we go. Yes, you'll find a lot of quartz in here. Be a little careful of these caves because there might be a crash fish in there. Copper. Lots of quartz. Titanium. A little bit of lead. But you're going to be needing a lot of quartz for glass. And, access doors, whatever. Ah. Yeah, my inventory is full. Alright. That should be enough for now for doing the finishing touches on our headquarters there. Got the quartz, got the titanium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And this is our first construct, first habitat. You probably end up building more of these because, well, it's just a necessity. I hate the fact that you can't always put these. You don't usually want to put them in the middle because there's usually other things you want to put in the middle. But anyways, that's some of the basics. I'll probably do an indoor bed in here. Growth bed. I'll end up putting my seeds there. Put in some of these planters. Put a planter in away from the wall a little bit. That's going to be where a tree is going to go. One of those lantern trees. Anyways, and that will be when I get the titanium stuff. Probably end up putting let's put bulkhead here. That's not gonna allow me. But oh well. Yeah, you'll try and you probably want to have a bulkhead in, a bulkhead or two. But probably end up putting some of these in here. A wall locker, a fabricator. You want to try and keep these hallways clear because you want to have expandability. I probably want those up there too. But you need computer chip, fiber mesh, silver ore on that. 2 titanium. Titanium, gold, and coral sample. Copper, I got 1 gold. Table coral sample, how much do I need? Just need titanium. Alright, well. I should hopefully give you some idea as to how building a habitat works, and you guys will put in some windows and stuff. Let's see here. That's not gonna lay on there. Probably because I don't have that reinforcement fixed or completed yet. Once I get this stuff completed, we'll see if I can maybe add some other things. But I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you come back for some more Subnautica tips and tricks. And I will see you again. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye.